Well, to be part of the solution, um, first of all, is don't prove nothing to nobody. That's the golden rule. As soon as you're trying to prove something to somebody who doesn't want to know, you are the problem because you'll make yourself so frustrated. You'll be so caught up in the pain, and the pain will always be caused because you don't know how to communicate effectively with somebody who doesn't want to communicate. So it's like futile. Um, you're talking to a wall. Why? Basically, because you are your own wall. And I'm noticing this in myself. So I ain't out to prove nothing to nobody. Um, you are free to wake up whenever you want to wake up. Realize there's a few problems. Realize there's solutions if you want to. The only thing that I can do is be my solution. Show that it works for me. If it works for me, it should work for everybody else. And part of my challenge has been this smoking addiction, while I claim that I found a tool that can solve all problems, including all addictions. And most of addictions are you're searching for an answer to solve a problem that you're dealing with. And my answer is okay, how do you wake up a freaking planet into a solution? I've taken on the responsibility, and I will be frustrated and not have a will to live while living on a planet of everybody not wanting to live in a solution. It's like trying to make some logic sense out of, okay, I'm the only one that kind of gets it. And the world is all falling apart, and it's going to kill billions of people, probably me. Um, and if I survive, I survive with what? Historically, people that weren't awake are the ones that survive. So it's like, okay, I'll be living with a bunch of people that I still can't communicate with. Um, so there's a lot of rules within myself that are getting me what it is I want. First of all, there's a lot of really good people out there. Um, Lots of them have been on my YouTube channel. If I've been saying over and over and over again that a lot of people aren't really understanding what solutions are, aren't really ready for a solution, um, I'm the only one, is kind of dumb because there's lots of other people. So um, I won't be alone. And the goal is to just live and survive. A lot of people are giving out survival information. It's like you can't even see what's coming. So how are you going to know how to survive? Get some water for a few days. That ain't going to solve nothing. We built women's shelters. That didn't solve any problem. You can't put a band-aid on a problem and think you're going to survive it. You know, the dam is breaking and all you got is your finger on a little hole, and you think that's going to stop the whole thing from caving in on you. Like, you need to get rid of the causes, and the causes are going to start with us individually. So, for me, that smoking is a constant reminder that I won't be able to do what I know I need to do. Um, and it is to just be peaceful and happy and productive. You know, why do I know what I know? What is it I'm supposed to do with everything that I know? And it's like, oh, just share it. Find a way to fit within society with what you know. So I need to eat. I need shelter. I don't need people paying for that. I'm on a welfare system, so I disagree with that. So I need to be productive and make my own income. You cannot escape that. Um, I'm not about to volunteer for any organization that I see out there because every organization out there happens to want to do harm to other people. They are usually owned and controlled by either a government or a corporate structure that just says, let's put a band-aid on the problem as we increase um, the problem. So it's like I can't participate with the problem. Um, I can only try and work within it and try and guide it towards something I find acceptable. So at the same time, one of the biggest things that I have complained about is there is no opportunity for change. There's a lot of really, really great ideas out there. Right now, I'm seeing a push that government's saying, file your patents, let's fund some really great ideas. Well, who the hell do you think is keeping track of what good ideas you come up with? Every time humanity has a problem, somebody, one of us stupid dumb shit lemmings that are completely, asleep, comes up with a really great solution. And then they file a patent. The corporate structure finds out, oh, you came up with a solution. Let's steal this guy's idea and block this guy's ability to ever bring that to market. That's what they do. That's where they get all of their great ideas. That's why our technology is so much more advanced, is because a lot of us are putting patents in and they steal them and keep it secret, keep it suppressed while they exhaust their current ways. And you got to really look at it. What's the corporate structure doing? Making a lot of stuff like cell phones. Cell phones, for example, is a good example. Okay, while they're producing this and making a lot of profit and creating a lot of jobs, making cell phones, nobody's realizing that to make that cell phone work takes energy. And the people, the corporate structure that is making a product isn't realizing that it's increasing our need for more and more energy that doesn't exist. But as long as they own it and make the world think there is no other energy source, they're making off of the supply and demand, so they're problem solution. The wealthy are thinking it's an overpopulation where they're creating a world to overpopulate itself. If we really are concerned with overpopulation, you got to kind of get rid of every CEO of any, you got to get rid of the corporate structure, because the corporate structure can only survive by increasing growth. And then growth is the problem. So it's like, get rid of the cause. What is the real enemy? The real enemy is that corporate structure. So it's just time to take that corporate structure back in our hands and not be greedy. So I still need to work. I figure if you're going to change the structure, change the cause of the structure. And it's basically this simple. Whatever is killing you, there's a rule that you must live your life this way. We know it will cause you cancer. We know it will cause you an addiction. We know it will do lots of harm to you. But in order to fit within society, you basically need to develop these bad behaviors for your life. And then you're going to get a disease. So the best way to change the structure is, if people don't want to die from their disease, you kind of say, well, if you're going to work for this corporate structure and you're working building poison and then you're buying poison, then you're going to get sick. Do you really want to do that? Or here is your full potential. Here is your life purpose. Let me provide you with funding so you can unfold your purpose. And I won't profit off of it. It's not a hand out, but a hand up. It's not about I start a business that owns everybody else. That is our current insanity. Is if I get a good idea, and who's going to fund it? Somebody that wants to profit off of it. But in the meantime, they don't see that they profit, because that means that's one less dollar they don't have to pay in their income tax to my salary. So you keep more money in your own pocket if you build me up. Don't give me free money every week. Give it to me in one lump sum so I can do something with it, so that I can create a lifestyle where I don't need your money every month. But as long as you think I need something from you and you're going to hate giving to me, who's happy? So that's if I put myself in the shoes of an employer or employee, what's the perfect job I'd like to be productive, but I'd also like some balance. I'd also like enough that I can survive off of. I'd like to know that it's a healthy job. I'd like to know that it's healthy for community. So I'm going to just keep focusing on building my future. This provides an opportunity for one person right now, one programmer that would like to earn a really great income. It's not about depriving yourself, it's about setting the bar and making sure everybody else raises to that bar. Otherwise, I fail. I suck at my job. My job would be to make sure everybody else is every bit as wealthy as me. That is the meaning of success in my book. If I could be a millionaire while everybody else on the planet is a millionaire and everybody else is happy and healthy, then I'm successful. It's not about me having the million and everybody else not having any million. It's about me equally sharing what is on this planet. And you do it through healing what everybody's suffering from. The war on drugs is the war on why do you need to take a drug. You get rid of the cause of why you need a drug, you end this war we have with drugs. But as long as you're creating the need, as long as you're at war with something, you're creating a need for more and more drugs, because it's very painful to be at war. You need a painkiller. It's going to cause a few injuries. In order to get over those injuries, you're going to need a painkiller, which is going to get you addicted. The memory of the experience of war is going to be so painful. So it's like war is not going to be your answer. It's like end the war within yourself. So for me, still walking every day, I know if I make one little change in my day, my future will be different. Still working out a good 2 hours every day, feeling like I'm getting in better shape. Smoking's still an issue, but every time I go for that cigarette from now on, I'm going to be telling myself, no, you need to believe in yourself. You can do this. There's a reason why you got this information. You're supposed to do something with it. Get off your friggin' ass and do something with it. Believe in yourself. I know how to create shit. It's really funny. I put an ad up for a programmer. No responses. It's like people are unemployed, and yet I'm not attracting somebody who wants a job. And it's like, okay, something within me is not attracting what it is I want. One of them is patience. I know I need to develop more patience. It usually takes a good 2 weeks. So why am I looking at just a couple of days? Nobody responded. It's also a unique type of ad that I need to put up. So how I talk about it is got to work on that and get a little better at that. There's only one programmer. I only need one programmer that wants to live a really, really great life, a great lifestyle. It's a way of unfolding new transportation where it's not used off of oil. You still need transportation. You just need different types of transportation, and it needs funding. And you need to create the system to create that opportunity. So it's got to start with you recognizing, okay, things need to change. You need to do some work to make those changes. You still need clothes, you still need shelter, you still need food. But we just happen to need to clean the air and clean our food sources. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. A lot of people could be making a living and feeding yourselves by doing the work. But we got to believe in yourself and get out of the problem and jump into the solution. I know I need to do that every day that I see myself still smoking. I know I'm not there yet, but I'm getting so tired of not being there that I'm almost ready to just like, okay, I'm over all of the pain. Everybody is where they need to be. When we want to be someplace different, it will show up. I'm okay with that. Peace out.